What's going on, everybody? My name is Lucky Buns, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down all of the upcoming updates for the month of May in Pokemon Go. Now with that being said, as always, before we go and get started, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please make sure to smash that like button down below. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. But with that being said, let's go and get started. So first things first, let's go over the Shadow Legendary for the month of May, which is going to be Shadow Latias. Now, I'm not really sure if this is going to change in the next few days because when Niantic made their content update for April, they announced Shadow Latias like a few days later, but they didn't include it in that overall monthly update. So I don't know if Shadow Latios is going to be coming soon or if they just decided to exclude that once again. Can't say for sure, but as of right now, it is currently Shadow Latias with a special quest line. I would recommend going through and completing that all the way up to the Super Rocket Radar portion where you have to beat Giovanni, and then don't do anything after that because you want to hold on to that Super Rocket Radar, basically just kind of stacking it for the potential future Shadow Legendary, which in this case would be Shadow Latios. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a while now, you know that I've been stacking my Super Rocket Radars for quite some time, and when Shadow Mewtwo eventually gets released, it'll all be worth it. But yeah, as of right now, it's just looking like Shadow Latias is going to be the current Shadow Legendary. Shadow Latios might make an appearance soon. Don't know for sure, but we're going to move on from here. Alright, the next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the research breakthrough for the month of May, which is going to be Alolan Grimer. Now, unfortunately, because you are getting this from a research breakthrough, the IV floor is going to be 10-10-10, which means you're not going to get optimal PvP IVs for the Great League or for the Ultra League. Now, with that being said, though, I do also want to mention for the Great League, Alolan Grimer at level 50, I know, like at level 50, 100% IV, this Pokemon is actually going to have some pretty good play. So if you end up getting 100% IV Alolan Grimer from the research breakthrough box, that could actually be good for the future. Don't evolve it, keep it as Alolan Grimer. It's going to be a pretty heavy investment, but I've seen a lot of people make this Pokemon work in the Great League. I think I forgot to mention this as well, but this Pokemon also has its shiny form available, so best of luck there. Alright, moving on over to our weekly 1 Pokecoin bundle. You guys can claim this in the shop every single week starting Monday. There is literally no reason not to redeem this. It is a free remote raid pass, guys. I mean, it costs 1 Pokecoin, but you get the point. With that being said too, I don't think anybody is not going to redeem this every single week because we have a ton of amazing Pokemon coming into the raid rotation soon in 5-star raids and more specifically Mega Raids. Oh my god, guys, the Mega system got a recent update and I didn't think it was that bad before. Like, I feel like Niantic made some pretty good adjustments over time, but they just made it even better. So now, like, the Mega system is really, really good in my opinion, and we're going to cover that in a separate video. But when we go over the Mega Raids, there are some really, really good ones I want to talk about. Before we jump into that, though, I do have to go over the 5-star raids, which I will have to say are a little bit lackluster this month. And I think that's just because the Mega Raids have definitely stolen the spotlight, which is kind of a good bad thing. But let me go over this real quick. So first of all, the rotation cycle will take place from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. your local time from the dates that I'm going to mention. So we currently have Landorus in its Therian form available until May 3rd. This Pokemon is meta relevant, like it is really, really meta relevant as a ground type attacker if you don't have Garchomp, and I am basing this off a DPS times TDO standpoint, damage per second times total damage output. DPS alone, the Landorus in its Therian form is actually better, not to mention it also has its shiny form available. So overall, this Pokemon is definitely worth raiding for. You have the potential shiny right there. You also have amazing relevance as a ground type attacker in the raid/gym meta. And I also believe Landorus in its Therian form is really good in the Master League. I haven't looked into it too much, but I've heard some good things about it. Now, interestingly enough, we're not going to have a regular 5-star raid available until May 10th. So between May 3rd to May 10th, we're going to actually only have a Mega Pokemon available, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But basically, from May 10th to May 25th, we're going to get the last Tapu Legendary, Tapu Fini. And based off the stats alone, it looks like it's going to be pretty good in the Ultra League. Like, I definitely think it's a strong contender. With that being said, though, we don't really know what the final outcome on movesets is going to be for Tapu Fini. As of right now, the fast moves aren't looking that great. The charge moves look okay. But yeah, if it doesn't get a good fast move, I can't say for sure if this Pokemon is going to have any meta relevance. But we'll talk about this later if it does end up having some meta relevance. Like the other Tapus, honestly, guys, I would just grab the Dex entry. The shinies aren't available this rotation, so yeah, there isn't really too much incentive to raid these guys, especially because they are lacking in terms of the meta relevance for both PvP as well as raid/gyms. And then finally, the last rotation we're going to go through is going to be the Tapu Free-For-All, which I just kind of nicknamed right there. We're going to have every single Tapu form available, all the Island Guardians, from May 25th to June 1st. So basically, long story short, when it comes down to the Tapus, I would not recommend going for anything outside of a Pokedex entry right now. wait until a shiny gets released, and then I would probably rate it a little bit harder. But even then, I mean, it doesn't have too much meta relevance, so that is also debatable. Now, additionally, for those of you who don't know, you also get 2 free raid passes every single day from spinning gym stops, a really nice bonus, and you also get increased raid damage from remote raiding, all thanks to the season of Alola. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I know I haven't been taking advantage of that as much as I should have, but hopefully during the month of May I can go out and raid a little bit more often. Oh boy, I'm excited to talk about this, the mega raids. So we've definitely had a lot of ups and downs with megas in the past, especially for those of you who've been watching my videos for a long time. I wasn't really, gravitating towards the megas originally, and then I kind of grew towards them a little bit more, and now with the recent update, oh man, these are gonna be good. These are gonna be real good. Unfortunately, the first mega isn't that impressive. It's Mega Kangaskhan, which is currently available right now, and this is going to be available until May 3rd. This Pokemon does not have meta relevance, so I mean, outside of just getting it for your Pokedex entry, your Mega Pokedex entry, yeah, there isn't really too much to go off of here. It is a regional Pokemon, so keep that in mind. Like, if you guys don't have a Kangaskhan, it's a good opportunity to try and get one. Its shiny form is available, so if that is something that you're trying to do, then, I could totally understand why you would want to rate it, but from a meta relevance standpoint, I would probably just skip it outside of the initial Mega Energy you need to evolve it the first time, because after you do that, thanks to the recent Mega update, you can just Mega Evolve infinitely after that. So basically, when it comes down to it, use your free passes, get the Mega Energy required to evolve it once, and you can pretty much just coast from there. Alright, the really exciting part though is going to be what's coming up next, which is going to be Mega Latios and Mega Latias from May 3rd to May 10th. These are the first Mega Legendary Pokemon that we're going to be getting in the game right now, and I am so excited. Both of these Mega Pokemon definitely have some great meta relevance as Dragon-type attackers currently in the game, and even though Mega Latios is going to be better than Mega Latias, if that is your favorite Pokemon, you could still use it and get some strong functionality out of it. Now, in terms of the meta relevance as a Psychic-type attacker, this is a little bit different. So we have Mewtwo, right? We already have Mewtwo in-game. How do these Mega Pokemon stack up against a regular Mewtwo non-Shadow? So they actually stack up pretty well. I should say Mega Latios stacks up pretty well. Now, I didn't really expect this until I looked into it more, but Mega Latios will actually be a really strong pick in terms of a lead Pokemon to go with for any legendary or any raid bosses that are weak to Psychic-type attacks. Now, the reason I say this is because as a Mega Pokemon, you're also going to provide a good supporting role to all of your teammates around you, which are most likely going to be using Mewtwo. Oh, and before I forget, I do also want to mention this as well, because I don't talk about gym battles too often. Most of the time we do talk about PvP, like Great League, Ultra League, and then raid battles. For gym battles, Mega Latios is going to be an amazing generalist attacker. Dragon Breath plus Dragon Claw is an extremely fast and spammy moveset, and this is by far one of the best movesets to actually use if you're going on the offensive for gym battles, because you're going to get through things extremely fast, and that's what I love about it. Honestly speaking, sometimes it just takes way too long with some of these heavy hitter moves like Incinerate or Confusion. They just take way too long to go through, and it also takes a really long time to get to your charge move, which also takes time to go through. But when it comes down to Dragon Breath plus Dragon Claw, Dragon Breath is extremely spammy, Dragon Claw charges up extremely fast. Combined with Mega Latios, oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited to use this in gym battles. So without a doubt, that is definitely gonna be one of the highlights of this month, but we do still have 2 more Mega Pokemon to go over. So after that rotation, we are going to have Mega Blastoise available from May 10th to May 25th. And honestly, I don't remember the last time we actually saw this Pokemon make an appearance in raids. It has been a good minute. And even though this Pokemon isn't as good as Mega Gyarados, it's still an excellent Pokemon to have in your water lineup. So yeah, definitely worth raiding for, but I will mention this right now, it will not have the exclusive Comday moveset Hydro Cannon. So if you end up getting like a Hundo or a Shundo or just a really good one that you want to invest into, you will have to use an Elite Charge TM to get Hydro Cannon, which I would say that's probably worth going for if you get the Hundo, but otherwise I probably wouldn't do it. And then finally, our last Mega Pokemon is going to be Mega Altaria from May 25th to June 1st. This Pokemon is not meta relevant for raids or gyms, and it does have meta relevance in PvP as a non-mega, but I guess I can't really talk about that right now. Really, when it comes down to it, this is really just for the Dex entry, guys. Get the Mega Energy, evolve it once, and pretty much just call it a day. Now, even though we are going to touch on this a little bit more in detail, I just want to go over one thing with the new Mega System, and we touched on this a little bit already, but after you evolve them once, you can actually evolve them for free forever afterwards. Yeah, that is one of the new benefits. You just need to wait between the cooldown, which I believe is about 7 days. And then before we wrap up Megas, I just want to go over a little bit of additional info here that some of you might not know. You do get guaranteed charge TMs from doing these raids, so if you guys don't have that many charge TMs, and trust me, you need them all the time in this game, this is a great way to get them guaranteed. Additionally, all of these Mega Pokemon that I just mentioned will have their shiny forms available, so it's kind of a double win here if you think about it. And so that's pretty much going to cover everything in regards to the Mega Raids, but now let's go over Raid Hour real quick, which is going to take place every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. So on April 27th, we are going to have Landorus in its Therian form. This already passed. On May 4th, we're going to have Mega Latios and Mega Latias. On May 11th, we're going to have Tapu Fini, as well as on May 18th. And then on May 25th, we're going to have all the Tapu legendary forms, all the Island Guardians, I should say, available for the Raid Hour. Once again, guys, I really don't recommend raiding for the Tapus, just not yet. They don't have their shiny forms available. It's not really a big incentive. So we definitely have some exciting Megas to look forward to. I'm personally really excited about it, especially Mega Latios. Oh man, I am actually probably going to raid that one hard. Like, I've been saving up so many premium raid passes, and I think it's time to actually cash in on them. All right, moving on over to the events, so let's take a look at what we got here. So taking a look at our first event, we're going to have a Mega Moment on May 1st. So basically the special bonus is going to be that Pokemon that can potentially Mega Evolve are going to appear more frequently in the wild, and this is going to end at 8 p.m. local time on that day. Additionally, you're also going to have a Mega Kangaskhan raid date that is going to take place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. your local time. You guys are going to get some free raid passes from that, definitely worth partaking in that if you can. But otherwise, I wouldn't worry about it too much. We definitely have a lot of Mega stuff upcoming over the next few months, I guarantee that. Following that, the next event is going to be called Pokemon Air Adventures. This will essentially be the debut of Mega Latios and Mega Latias. Now, interestingly enough, we're going to get some exclusive movesets for these Pokemon. So for Latios, it's going to know the exclusive move Luster Purge, and for Latias, it's going to know the exclusive move Mist Ball. How good are these moves? Can't really say for sure just yet. They look like nuke-type moves. They're very heavy hitters, and if they are anything worth covering, I'll talk about this more in a future video, but as of right now, I wouldn't focus on them too much. I will definitely have a lot of takes on this in the coming days. Now, in terms of the available wild Pokemon during this event, the ones that kind of stood out to me are going to be Jigglypuff, that evolves into Wigglytuff, is going to be good for the Great League. Magikarp is the next Pokemon, which evolves into Gyarados. You do need Aqua Tail for it to be relevant in PvP, but as a raid/gym attacker, or just in the Mega form, I should say, it's a great opportunity to go for the Hundo because you only need to have Waterfall and Hydro Pump, not Aqua Tail. So if you can get the Hundo during this event, that's going to be pretty cool. The next one is going to be Wingull, which evolves into Pelipper, great Pokemon to use in the Great League. Swablu evolves into Altaria, another solid Pokemon to use in the Great League. And then finally we have Drifloon, which evolves into Drifblim. This Pokemon has meta relevance in the Great League as well as the Ultra League. And then I guess actually there are two more Pokemon I should go over here. These are considered rare Pokemon, so don't expect to see them too often in the wild. Charizard is actually one of them though, so yeah, you could potentially get a shiny Charizard in the wild. It's not going to have Blast Burn, but it's still a really cool shiny to get in the wild. I've got one before, and it's pretty exciting. We also are going to have Mantine available. This debuted in its shiny form during the Johto Tour event, so it's relatively new in terms of its shiny. Additionally, on top of that, for the 3-star raids, it's actually looking pretty solid. We got Charizard once again available, Lapras, and Togekiss. Togekiss available in raids, guys. With a Pineapple Berry, this is going to be 20 candy. Like, I cannot stress this enough. If you don't want to raid like any of the Megas or the legendary Pokemon, Togekiss is going to be a really solid option to go for here. The event bonus is also going to be 1/2 hatch distance. We have a few Pokemon that are featured in 7-kilometer eggs, nothing really that crazy. Togepi is the only one that really stood out to me. Mantike would have been a good one if they actually released a shiny, but since they didn't, I mean, I don't know why. Like, Mantine has a shiny, but Mantike doesn't. Really weird at this point, but eventually they'll do it, right? And yeah, that's pretty much going to be about it in terms of the things I would focus on. Overall, it looks like a really solid event though. Alright, now following that, in terms of the upcoming events for the month of May, we have two that I'm going to go over. I guess you could say three if we include the Calm Day. The first event is going to be the Water Festival from May 12th to May 20th, and then we're going to have Alola to Alola from May 25th to May 31st. The expectations are kind of high for that one just because it is going to close out the entire season of Alola, so hopefully we get a pretty good celebration event. And then finally, the last event I want to go over is going to take place on May 21st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. your local time, and that is going to be the Calm Day for Alolan Geodude. So I am going to cover this more in detail in a separate video, but I just want to go over this real quick. This comm day is going to be worth participating in. I know it doesn't seem as exciting. A lot of people are like really bummed out about this one, but I don't know if I'm just being like more positive, but I think it's a pretty decent event. Like it could have definitely been a lot better, but we're getting triple Stardust, we're getting double candy, and we're getting increased chance to get extra large candy. It's a pretty cool shiny in my opinion. It has relevance in the Great League and Ultra League. I don't know. I mean, like, it seems pretty good to me. It definitely could have been better, but I don't have any complaints about it. Okay, that's not true. I have some complaints, but we'll address all of those in that separate video. Now finally, like always, let's go over the Spotlight Hours last, which are going to take place every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. We actually have 5 Spotlight Hours this month, so kind of exciting. May 3rd is going to be the first one of the month, which is going to have the featured Pokemon Wingull available. The special bonus is going to be 2 times Catch Candy, so not too bad, definitely a good one. We already talked about this a little bit earlier, guys. Wingull evolves into Pelipper, which has amazing relevance in the Great League meta, so definitely try to get one with a good IV spread during this Spotlight Hour if you can. Additionally, the shiny is also available, so you have that going for you too if you haven't gotten the shiny for this Pokemon just yet. And the bonus is pretty good if you have some stacked Pokemon in your research, so yeah. Definitely all around a pretty solid Spotlight Hour, can't complain too much there. The next one, we can complain a little bit here. That is going to be on May 10th, and it's going to be the featured Pokemon Numel, with the special bonus, 2 times Transfer Candy. So the bonus is, you know, amazing as always. Definitely save up all of your rare Pokemon and legendaries and just transfer them during the Spotlight Hour to maximize the candy gains. But Numel as a Pokemon, does it have meta relevance? No, not really. It's not good in Raids, it's not good in PvP to my knowledge. It will get a Mega Pokemon, sorry, it will get a Mega Form in the future, but I don't think it's going to be that good, so yeah, Numel probably a skip outside of the transfer bonus. On May 17th, we're going to have Magikarp available with the featured bonus 2 times Evolve experience, so great bonus, great Pokemon. Once again, guys, in order to get Aqua Tail, you have to use an Elite Charge TM currently, but this is still a great time to get some good IV spreads and just hold on to them. We may get an event in the future, possibly even during the Water Festival, where if we evolve Gyarados, we will get the exclusive Comm Day moveset Aqua Tail, so I'm not making any promises on that, but we've definitely seen things like that in the past with like Salamence or Metagross. Regardless, if you guys want to grind this one out for extra large candy, if you want to grind it out for a potential shiny, or if you just want to take advantage of the bonus being 2 times Evolve experience, I think all around it's a pretty solid Spotlight Hour. Like this one is definitely really good. Now May 24th we're going to have our next Spotlight Hour, which is going to feature the Pokemon Seal. Kind of weird because we just recently had a Seal Go Battle Day, like not even that long ago. The special bonus is going to be 2 times Catch Stardust. So all things considered, I honestly wouldn't focus too much on this one. I feel like we've had Seal as a Spotlight Hour in the past before too. If you still need the shiny, I would try to grind this one a little bit, but overall just going for Dugong with the double legacy moveset, if you didn't get it during Go Battle Day, I don't think it's really worth doing now. I mean, you could probably find someone to trade with you that evolved extras. I definitely have a lot of extras. And then finally, our last Spotlight Hour of the month is going to be Picky Peck. It's such a weird name to say. The special bonus is going to be 2 times Catch experience, so pretty solid, especially if you guys are pretty good at those excellent throws. Honestly though, the shiny's not available, its final evolution isn't that good in PvP. I can't say outside of the experience, this is really going to be a good comm day, sorry, not a comm day, a good Spotlight Hour to focus on. But again, if you have those excellent throws down, I would go for it. I have an excellent throw guide up on the channel. Not everybody finds it helpful. Some people do find it really helpful. I'll let you guys decide at the end of the day, but I'm going to leave that link in the top right corner as well as in the description below. And that's pretty much everything in terms of the month of May. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this one. Just to wrap things up though, let me go over my top recommendations for this month. So first of all, claim your weekly 1 Pokecoin bundle. No reason not to. You guys get 2 free raid passes every single day. Try to use them if you can on just anything. Mega Latios, Mega Latias, and Mega Blastoise are great selections in terms of something to focus on this month. Really an emphasis on Mega Latios, like I'm probably going to raid that one hard. If you guys don't already have Garchomp with Earth Power, Landorus Therian form is going to be available for a few more days. Definitely take advantage of that if you can. And then finally, Alolan Geodude Comm Day. 3 times Stardust, double candy, definitely going to be a solid one to grind. We're going to talk about this more in the future though. But yeah guys, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for this one. Those are the things I would focus on the most. Let me know what you're excited about in the comments section down below, and if you want more tips and tricks, you can check out these videos right here. But before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all real soon in the next one.